What Cam Newton is doing, people are saying, Colin, you're not giving Cam Newton credit. Yeah, for the first 3 or 4 years of his career, he was a 500 quarterback. I think, though, Cam has really impressed me. He is carrying a completely limited offense. What about Andy Dalton? You didn't give him respect because Andy Dalton's 6'2", 220. He's playing with more confidence. Good God, look at what Andy Dalton is surrounded by. It's the cast of Seinfeld. It's like the movie Diner. It's all time. It's Goodfellas. There's a star director, a star producer, there's star actors. Marvin Jones would be a go-to receiver for most teams. Mohamed Sanu would be a go-to receiver. Star tight end. You could make an argument, and I don't know offensive lines, but Cincinnati's offensive line has got to be top 5 in this league. And he's got a lot of time to throw. If you go to this argument, swap teams. If I gave Cam Newton Cincinnati's weapons, are you kidding me? You put Andy Dalton in Carolina's huddle, there's nothing there. Ted Ginn is their go-to guy. They don't have a third receiver. They can't run the football. Now, they're well coached defensively, but it's not the same thing. I've been very cool on Cam and Andy Dalton. The difference is, now I do think Andy's playing with more confidence and he's had stability, but Cam Newton's blowing me away. I mean, Cam Newton is blowing me away. And for years and years, I've always been like, obviously, great arm. But what he's doing in Carolina with what he's working with around him. I mean, we've all worked in a company. I mean, I'll give you an example. I've been very lucky. I've had 4 or 5 jobs. All of them, I've had great people around me. I got great people here. I had great people at ESPN. I had great people in Portland. I had great people in Las Vegas. I didn't have great people in Tampa. It was poorly managed. The employees were fine. The managers were not very good. And I did a really good resume tape and got the hell out of there in a year and a half. And I was really proud of myself because it wasn't a well-run station. The employees in that station were terrific. The management was lousy. And I work with a lot of talented people in Tampa. But at the time, they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't have any brand. They were misguided. We had a British news director I'm not even sure liked America. We had a general manager who had beautiful suits and cars, but I don't think knew anybody's name. You gotta consider what people do. I mean, you watch anything Larry David writes, anytime anybody was with Will Ferrell, every skit he was on Saturday Night Live, everybody looked hilarious.